She must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers in his ass hanging out of his pants.
Certainly sounds like me. Stand back. It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her hunk.
And much like every primitive male brain, he falls into the trap immediately.
It's the honey paint pot.
Oh. Well, haven't we just found the title for the video?
The plaster key had soaked up the paint nicely, and now looked pretty convincing. Still felt like plaster, though.
Mm-hmm.
Still feels like plaster, though.
Yes.
Well, monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me, and then suddenly, nothing but abuse.
Really?
What? Abuse? Ah, well. I had a
Nothing
cigarette
but
to
abuse.
finish. And monsieur,
Sounds like Nico.
she calls again. I am not.
Nico or nicotine? What would you prefer in this situation? The man has chosen nicotine.
Yeah, sassy walk.
Indeed.
A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall.
Interesting.
I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning
What would
the
you
dial.
achieve by turning the dial?
Cooling things down.
Hi again.
What is it?
That is not
As you can
a good
see.
idea. It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets
Aha.
cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
I do believe all the pieces are in play now.
The only thing is, we didn't get to shock his hand.
We didn't. Unfortunately, the hand buzzer died on his way back to
I
Syria.
turned the heating off.
As you can see,
As I'd hoped, the guard put his gloves on.
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Hi again.
And now we just have to do the substitution.
I need to use the toilet again.
Again? Already?
I have this problem. How technical do you want?
I have a spastic clothing.
Never mind. Here's the key.
I had some cheese. Oh, what may or may not have been paint.
I was eating cheese out of a man's paint pot. Oh, God, man, get the hell out of here. Disgusting. And now, voila.
Now, I'd substituted the fake key for the excavation key. It looked okay, but felt false.
So now let's see if it works.
Try this out.
Mm-hmm.
Hi again.
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution. Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Hi again.
What is it?
That was me clicking by accident.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, oh, I feel like, is this skipping?
That was deja vu, I'm sorry. Now the question is, right? Now we have our key. Now we just have to get the guard away from the door.
Au revoir, monsieur.
So now we go to the well one more time.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hi, Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, Josh.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Again, in perfect earshot of the guard here, who is not paid to listen.
Yeah. Exactly. No, he's like, oh, he thought he needed to go to the toilet again, but now
Yeah.
he just make it a... Maybe that's why he needed to spend a penny. He just needs to spend a penny, whether it's into the toilet or whether it's into the phone. Just needs to spend that
Like
penny.
a good place to watch things
Yeah.
develop.
It doesn't matter what the metaphor is used for, so long as a penny is spent. The
Hey,
phone.
look, it's the phone.
Yeah, who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm playing. You say, "How to
See
get?"
that? You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse. You refuse. I'm wasting valuable time.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
I have a highly responsible job.
I feel like George could have just
You
walked through the door at this stage.
My job is important.
In the original, you were able to skip along at any point, but the director's going to give you the full cut of the row here.
Instead of which they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you. All epaulettes and no brains.
Why, you?
This looked set to carry on for some time.
Uh-huh.
It was too good an opportunity to miss.
Nico
That's
was
nice.
still waiting on the phone.
Racking up a phone bill for no reason. And here we are.
Here we go. Let's
The
check
jigsaw.
out this door.
Hmm.
I couldn't see
That was a good
anything
puzzle.
useful to do with the
But is it
plan.
over
Doesn't
yet?
No, thanks. I think I'm carrying enough junk.
It was hard to believe it was the same chalice. Now the light gleamed off its perfect surface.
So again, if you flip the interpretation of the Lux Videbis Latin phrase, you might see what the chalice might be used for.
There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet.
Okay.
The Templars had certainly
Mhm.
been through here. Close up, the pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point, a kind of focus to one side.
So let's see if it will be enlightened if you put the chalice down on the focal point.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And there it was, decoded by the curves of the chalice, the image of a church.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't it just? Imagine getting that. Imagine like getting like a 600-year-old artifact, putting it down on the floor, and going, "Oh wow, I can see all the
When
symbols."
I viewed it in the polished
Yeah.
surface of the chalice, it changed.
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower.
I was very tempted to go with manuscript again there, but I decided not to.
No!
I guess I
Sorry.
return the chalice to the Countess.
Hurry back, George.
And this is also your means of going back to Spain now and returning the chalice, because now we found its use. We can give it back to the
Yeah.
family it belongs to.
Give it back. That's fair enough.
Mm. The gas thing is, like, if you're stuck at this point in the game, you could end up making like multiple trips to and from Spain, and you can just imagine the cumulative jet lag.
God, yeah. I
thank
suppose
you,
it's a short hop. It's a short hop.
It is. It's not too bad. As George just got walking through the spray again for the crack.
Rainbows!
Hi there, Lopez.
Like, I'd imagine he is roasting. Like, he's traveling around the world. He just needs a wash.
That is true, actually. Yeah, we don't know his bathing habits yet.
Mm.
I will show you up.
It's okay, I know the way.
Senior Stovat, I feel
Oh, he's been
holding
awfully,
you.
like, polite to us now.
No, you don't.
Hasn't he? He's
I
changed
was
his tune
thinking
quite well.
right on our first
Mm.
meeting.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given
Yes, it's
my
almost
lady
like
the
malaise has
new
been on our
reason
family.
why.
Didn't actually happen.
The marvel.
And she no longer has to feel sorry for herself.
The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
So the Countess feels that
And
the
do
curse-
Prozac get a shout out
I
for
would
this?
not put it so strong.
I do feel like they had to pay it 5 every time they get mentioned.
Templars never abandoned the De Vasconcelos.
We are
It counts
I'm pains
for
to say
a
this
great
as well,
deal.
that more antidepressants are available.
Yes, exactly.
What's the story behind the chalice vanishing?
When the Inquisition raided, in the absence of Don Carlos, it was believed that they had taken it. Naturally, they denied the charge as they denied taking the children. And naturally, nobody believed them.
But they were telling the truth. The chalice was hidden from them. You don't suppose they were telling the truth about the children?
That's a good point.
do you?
If one part of the curse wasn't true, maybe the other part is as well.
But then what happened to them?
I don't know. If the Inquisition didn't take them, then who did?
You must speak to my lady of these.
Count on it.
My lady.
Milady.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
So this time we don't get fed to the dogs as we walk into the villa.
Those poor hungry dogs.
They're probably just chihuahuas, let's be fair.
Yeah.
The Countess de Vasconcellos seemed a lot happier than the last time we met.
As she stares forlornly into her chessboard.
Senor Stobart. What a pleasure.
I'm missing chess pieces. Where did they go?
The pleasure's all mine. I've brought back your chalice.
Ta-da!
Why? You had it cleaned.
I was waiting for when he put it on the mantelpiece, the boar's head just turns and it's another fucking chalice.
I met an obliging priest with a
No,
soft
the boar's
cloth.
mouth opens
Have
and
you
pours wine
resolved
into
the
it.
Templar mystery?
No,
Yes,
not yet.
excellent.
I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There are
Excellent.
many
600-year
stories of
wine.
the
This is gonna be
knights taking
delicious.
great wealth
We're gonna
away.
be
Whatever.
fucked.
All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
I discovered something amazing with that chalice.
Okay, so do we just
I found
give it back? I don't know. Is there any more to play off on this? Are we going to delve further into this?
Don Carlos de Vasconcellos.
There is
You are sure?
the mystery of the missing children.
The coat of arms on the
That's the
chalice.
next thing that George
One on the
feels
table.
morally obliged to solve.
You
Oh,
have
yeah,
my most
them.
profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city. There's still the mystery of the missing chess piece.
I do not think that it will ever be discovered unless the fate of the children is revealed.
The Inquisition
Okay,
was
fair
suspected of
enough.
taking the chalice
Yep.
and the kid.
I mean, well, he is here, in
We
fairness.
know now.
It would be a waste of a trip if he didn't try to solve it in the
They did
meantime,
not
while he's
take
waiting
the
for his flight
children
back. Like,
either. Then what happened to them?
The Inquisition admitted to killing Don Carlos's manservant. Now, this guy had been told to protect the kids at all costs, right?
That is correct.
I think he hid them and the chalice when he got wind that the Inquisition was coming. With him dead, and Don Carlos driven mad with grief, there was nobody left who knew the secret. You know what this means, don't you?
I feel
Like
so.
this
The children are still here somewhere. If
Somewhere.
this is so, then it is small wonder that the De Vasconcellos are cursed.
There's something else that I discovered carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobart?
I feel like
Psalms
finding
32:7,
biblical references on a
Corinthians-
tomb
I am not
isn't
good
that
enough
big of a
scholar
deal.
to know the Bible, chapter and verse.
you're right
I
in that
meant,
sense, but it's also
what are the quotations?
it wouldn't be it wouldn't be
know,
unusual for
I
us,
forgot to ask
like
you
as in
this.
laymen, but for knights of a certain
I'll
scholarship,
have a
they
look
would think it
around
would
if
be.
That's okay.
Okay.
Because I think Andre said it like
Aye.
what was the line he said? Like no self-respecting knight would have Ave Maria on their shield, but Knights Templar of the Spanish Order would, because that is their motto. That is they are Christian knights. So
Yeah.
the fact that the Knights Templar do kind of like dedicate a lot of their stuff to Christianity, I think is probably a point to that. But
Hi, Lopez.
I suppose that's also
Anthony,
a reason
senor.
why it's
How can I help
how
you?
they are identifiable as well, because I
Catch you
think
later,
the
Lopez.
crest is the
Adios,
two men on the
Senor
same horse.
Stobart.
So
Yes.
It's all
Mausoleum,
interconnected.
Summer house. Easy mistake to make.
it's all connected. it's just that bit from South Park taking the piss out of the Da Vinci Code. Look closer. Look closely.
Huge yellow
Look closely.
candle. It looked really old and had never been lit.
You notice now the candles are lit in the mausoleum.
Also, that window is not like still open.
It is still open. We shall put a pin in that for later.
I
And there's
figured
enough,
something
George.
out.
You have figured something out. You've preempted the next puzzle, Bergbot.
Mm.
I'm glad you know, like George has traveled from France to Spain, not realizing he needs to read what the references were, even though he was in a church with a priest.
We could have checked what they meant.
Yes, he never did.
Hello again.
Even if you try and
Mind
ask the
if I sit?
priest, nothing
Please.
comes up.
Be my guest.
Oh,
Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
that's just gameplay.
That is, it's a conceit.
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32:7.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John.
So bear in mind,
what
these
was
were
the
like
line?
written on the tomb of the.
Yeah, this is our word
of the
search
temple.
that we did.
The
Yeah,
well
exactly.
Yeah.
is deep.
So even in the tombs, on the actual tomb are clues to where the children are supposed to be.
4:5.
Okay, so we've got
Will
the
bring to light
hiding place
the
and a
hidden
well.
things.
Yes.
Well.
Just one.
Well,
Psalms again.
and a bright
22,
light that
21.
hides many things.
Save me from the
So we need to turn off the light.
For thou
Or it's in a
hast
dark
heard
place.
me from the horns of the unicorns. Alas, 'tis confusing. Lions, unicorns, what's it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points seem to be a hiding place. And
Unicorns.
In no
Uh-huh.
sense is there mausoleum a well, Senor Stobart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez is the man to ask about anything
all, it is a villa.
pertaining to the estate.
It needs to be available, able to survive a siege.
I'll have a look around if. That's
Yeah,
okay.
and where's Lopez getting all the water for his
I
plants?
shall remain here.
Well, there you go. I mean, during a heat wave like this, we assume.
In these unprecedented times.
Yes, exactly.
It was just a little utility room with no exit, unless you counted the window, and I didn't. It was a small mirror hanging over the sink.
Oh,
We will need this item for later. Trust me on that.
okay. You just want to check your hair
Yeah, exactly. And he does have fabulous hair.
after he's had his hose shower in the garden. He needs to
Yeah.
check his hair.
Exactly.
Hi, Lopez.
Oh, another hose shower.
Certainly.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
How can
Just
I
this.
help
Do you not conduct conversations while being hosed
you must
down?
know
Right,
just
Robert?
about
Like,
everything that there is
Um,
to know about this place.
It depends on the weather.
I have lived
Yeah.
my whole life in the service of the De Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
Well, si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Great. So where is
Mhm.
it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the
So
last
he backs us
century.
up on this.
It was dangerous.
Yes.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
So now we have to try and find an
You
ancient
must
well.
have a vague idea of where the well is.
Do we have
It
one of
must
them
have been in the
sticks
old
that
house orchard, so that would put it around
bobs
here.
when you're
Here?
near water?
Okay. Now,
Are
how do
you
find
suggesting
it?
that we douse for water, Bertbot?
Let me think about it.
Yeah,
With perhaps a Y of hazel?
Any ideas yet?
Not
Yeah,
as yet,
that's
Senor
exactly.
Stobart.
Good, because that's the correct answer.
Any
what?
ideas yet?
Yes.
As yet, senor.
I borrowed your mirror. I
Wow.
hope you don't mind.
Yeah,
No, senor.
that is exactly what we
Like,
do
I
to
was
find the well.
purely like, okay, I was purely
Catch you later,
joking.
Lopez.
Yeah.
Adios, senor Stobart.
So Lopez is gonna think upon that. So you got there before Lopez. So while we're
Right,
waiting,
okay.
let's have a look at the summer house.
Okay.
I couldn't climb up there without breaking something.
So there's been something in here that has been piquing your interest since the first time we were here.
That second window
That window.
Now what? There was nothing to snuff.
with the
Feeling
big
like an
stick
idiot,
beside
I
it that's
put down
clearly
again.
for opening and closing said window.
Indeed. Now the question is, why is it open?
To breathe air into the place
Hmm.
to keep the candles lit.
Or keep one unlit, as you're gonna find out here. as we try and light it with our grease paint paper.
No way. The greasy tissue is still in use.
It is. And you know what? It makes for a fantastic rag.
It does. So Molotov cocktails for everyone. Way!
Hey, on the lads. So now we close the window.
The tissue was pretty charred, but the grease paint had done most of the burning.
Grease me up, woman.
Grease me up, woman.
Thankfully, that hasn't gotten charred.
It hasn't. It survived a good bit.
This has to be the last use it gets.
It is one. It is done after this.
Okay, at least you blew it out.
Indeed. So now, let's look at this candle.
Okay, it's just a candle. Nothing special about that. Oh.
Are you sure?
Well, it's going to reveal a key.
It does.
Oh, it's a butt plug.
The candle.
You sound so disappointed.
But only for a couple.
But also
of
not
minutes.
shocked.
Some kind of special formulation, I guess.
It was a different time back then, Bert, but the 1400s were nothing but butt stuff.
A complex shape expertly cut in stone. I figured it was some kind of key.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a
Definitely
smooth,
unlocked
intricately
stuff.
carved piece of stone that had been concealed inside the great candle.
So essentially you've had a candle that we believe has been here for the duration of the mausoleum, with some sort of weird key hidden in it.
Yes. Which could perhaps open a well.
It could open a well.
Hmm.
Of course, for an extra little bit of flavor text, we can show this to the Countess and watch her go apeshit that we burnt her candle.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
What do you make of this?
It looks like some sort of key. Where did you get it from?
It was buried inside the great candle in the mausoleum.
Inside it? What have you done to it?
I, lit it.
But it is irreplaceable.
Listen, the candle was to be lit in case of Moorish attack, right? Well, it burnt down in no time and revealed this key thing. Maybe that was the real purpose of lighting the candle.
What are you suggesting?
That lighting the candle was the equivalent of break glass in case of emergency.
Sentiment must not stand in the way of solving this mystery. You did the right thing.
Okay, she's
Hey,
not
she's
that
okay
mad
with
at
it.
us.
I'll have a look
Yeah,
around.
No,
not that mad at us. I mean, there wasn't much of a scent off it, to be fair. Like, you know,
Well, not that he noticed.
not that we know of. Yeah, I don't.
It probably revealed more of a smell if it is a butt plug.
600-year-old arse. It's not quite the
Well,
scented
then,
candle I had in
got a
mind,
minute?
I'll be honest.
Anthony, senor.
Well,
How
if
can
Gwyneth
I help
Paltrow
you?
can do it.
Yeah, I suppose it's
Any ideas
anything's
yet?
possible.
We are looking for a source of water.
So-
See?
Hi, welcome to Yankee Candle.
For
How can we help you?
generations,
Have you got
this
some
Spanish
Have you got some
country folk
6th-century-old
have
vagina?
water.
As it turns out, we
Even
do
if
actually
it
have a
is
box here.
beneath the ground.
Funnily, it's our greatest sellers with
Eh?
priests of a certain affiliation.
Of a certain variety.
Oh, you've heard of it.
Yeah, I think most of the planet has. Okay.
Oh my
let's
god, I
get a
can't believe
stick.
he's got a stick.
Uno
Stick,
momento.
stick, 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 stick.
A why of hazel.
Right. Do you have any hazel trees?
Hey, Dougie to the rescue again.
Yep.
That is hazel.
So we find some hazel trees and get a stick.
I went over to
I'm
find a
actually
suitable
useless
stick.
at like
I
identifying
don't believe
trees,
it. There
so
wasn't a single usable Y-shaped branch on the
Well,
whole
hopefully
Lopez did-
this
Thank
is
you.
another learning point for me.
Yeah, exactly. Now those trees didn't have some, and you may be forgiven in thinking that that is the only one in the area. But there's another hazel tree around the corner where the hose was.
Oh, there we go. Yep, I do
Yeah.
actually know that is a hazel
I went
tree.
over to find a suitable
Yes.
stick.
Aha.
And now we have a stick.
Stick, 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 sticky, sticky, stick, stick.
And now we show our stick to Lopez. Get your sticker for the lads.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Now,
Well, I
hopefully
got
he
my
didn't wet
divining
that
rod.
stick, because
Now
I'm
what?
sure that would actually
Simply
compromise
to the
its water
attending
detection
guard.
abilities.
Hold the
Yeah, it's actually
water
going apeshit at the
at
hose as we
upper
speak.
ends of the
Yeah.
Apply a little tension with your wrist so that the slightest movement of the wand tip is clear and walk slowly and
Now,
steadily
was
over
this
the
in the
area.
original game,
Sounds
like,
easy enough.
was this
We'll find
touch
this well
screen
in no
or
time.
touchpad kind of game where
No,
you have
it's
to
a-
like carefully?
It's a montage.
Oh, okay. Even
Yeah.
better.
Even better.
This
So this
wasn't
can
a
actually be
mini
cut
game
down.
that
This
could
is
have...
a 2 or 3 minute sequence where like George just starts wandering around the garden. So Lopez just starts doing other shit while he's waiting.
His poor garden's gonna get dug up and destroyed, isn't it?
Yeah, yep.
I knew
Yeah,
I
he's
shouldn't
gonna
have trusted you.
Now he's reading a book.